Wouter and Lindy, what can we learn from them? So these are two people that I have had experience with, people who I've also observed, and today I want to talk about one great thing that we all can take away from them. But if you don't know me, my name is Mark, and this is Language Come Up, a place where I come up and you did too. So around December, I randomly made friends with Wouter, and we decided to do a video for his channel practicing Spanish. So I chose a topic for us to do, and it was one that he really liked. The video was a success, and when it was over, we just talked, and he's like, man, we got to do that again. We can do it in Spanish. Hey, even in Russian. And I said, all right, well, we can do it in Spanish anytime you want, but in terms of Russian, give me a bit of time. Basically, I wanted a bit of time so I could study, feel more comfortable, because he has a very big audience, and I would be showcasing my ability to a huge audience. So I said, well, let's give the Russian some time, and but yeah, for the Spanish I'd be down. So not so long after, we had decided to do an Instagram live together where we would practice just some languages, and that's all. And he did a little promotion for it, and it said that Wouter and Language Come Up will be practicing English, Spanish, and it said Russian. I go, Russian? Oh, dang. I'm pretty sure I told him that I wanted to wait on the Russian. Now, I just want to say that it's okay. Things happen, accidents happen, so I'm not putting any kind of blame on him or anything like that. He probably just forgot. It's no big deal. But even so, I had the decision, what should I do? All right. Tell him, hey man, I'm not ready for the Russian through your platforms right now. Or I could say, I could accept my current level, accept my all my imperfections in Russian, accept my current level, and accept the fact that I might be humiliated for the whole language internet to see. So, what to do? Now, I didn't need to look too far to get the motivation that I needed, the inspiration, than from the man himself. Now, I am a fan of Wouter and his channel, and one thing you can clearly see is the level in the languages that he has, and they're always a work in progress. So, for some of us, maybe if we had the level that he has in some of his languages, we wouldn't feel so comfortable in trying to communicate because we would feel, oh, our level's not so good. I need to study more, this and that. But what Wouter does is, whatever language he has in a level, he tries to use the language with the people, despite his imperfections, despite the low level in some of his languages. If he can communicate with people, he makes the efforts. And with that in mind, I told myself, I'm going to accept. I'm going to do it. All right, so I get into the live stream and we get the thing going, okay? And, we start out with English, no big deal, but then we switch into Spanish, all right? And we speak Spanish for quite some time. But I feel that maybe he remembered about the Russian comment that I made him, that I didn't necessarily want to speak it so soon, or at least through his, his social media. I kind of had the feeling that he wasn't going to bust it out. So I said, this is the opportunity to grow that I am looking for. So I'm going to take initiative and I'm going to start the Russian conversation. So I asked the first question and then we just started speaking in Russian, right? So everything was fine. We spoke for a bit and all was well. The world didn't come blazing down, so that was cool. So recently, our girl Lindy has been up to some really interesting things. She's been interviewed on Hungarian TV a couple times, and she was even interviewed by her favorite Hungarian musical group. And, I was really impressed, right? I recently did an interview on her channel, and I got to tell her this. The thing that I really respect about her is that she puts herself out there despite her fears, despite her imperfections in the language or the lack of experience with the language. She puts one foot in front of the other and does what she wants to do. Can you imagine speaking your target language to a real, the national audience of people that speak that language? I mean, it's crazy. But, it's the same kind of mantra, it's the same kind of idea of pushing yourself that much more, right? Where I was pushing myself to be in front of a huge YouTube audience, she's pushing herself to be in front of a national crowd. So she mentioned how frightened she was or how nervous it made her, but the best parts of life are on the other side of our comfort zone, and that's all there is to it. Even when she approached me about doing the interview, she had mentioned maybe we could do a little bit of Spanish. And I thought, for me it's all right, but I thought about, Spanish I know is not a language that she really studies right now, or, maybe she might not understand me, or maybe she might have an embarrassing moment. So I was kind of a little unsure, but at the end of the day, what am I? I'm going to take a language moment away from her. No, I'm going to do what I can and wish her the best, because she's taking the same mentality again. She's not the most experienced Spanish speaker. I do have an advanced level. She could be afraid about what could go wrong, but she doesn't think like that. She thinks like Wouter, hey, I've got this level, watch me use it. Boom. And that's remarkable. That's how we all should be. Now, what does this all mean for you? So maybe you won't need to display your language skills in front of hundreds of thousands of people on YouTube or hundreds of thousands of people on national TV, but we can take these principles, these ideas, and apply them to our own life, in language learning and in life, right? So think about how you can push yourself just that much more. It can mean something in many different situations. Maybe say hi to the neighbor that is from a different country, or maybe speak up when you are with a group of native speakers. It can be intimidating, but try to speak, even though everyone's going to be listening in on you. Try to go that one step further in expressing more complex ideas or grammatical constructions or things that you may make a mistake on, but since you're speaking the language, just try to push yourself and to express more than what you might really feel comfortable doing in the moments. Or maybe you're nervous about booking that side talking class, maybe you're not feeling ready. Take the leap. So there's many ways we can manifest the idea of just pushing ourselves out of our comfort zones and life and in language learning. So that's all I wanted to talk to you about today. So go ahead and like and subscribe and tell me about a time where you push yourself out of your comfort zone to use your language. All right, see you guys, and stay on your come up.